welcome to another How I Do That. And on this one we're going to show you how I do my labels. We've got 4 bottles here that I saved without labels on, and we're going to stick these labels on them. There's 3 rice and raisin wine and a dandelion wine left. And what we're going to need is, I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs on this one. I use A4 size label. It's just the one label on the whole sheet. And by doing it that way you can adjust the size of your labels and just cut them out. So we're going to need A4 size sticky sheet, printer, computer obviously, and some scissors. I've also got a guillotine. It's not necessary, I just happen to have one. And some sticky back plastic, or as they call it, self-adhesive clear film. So, right, first of all I'm going to show you how I go about creating my labels, and I'll move you over to the monitor in a minute and I'll show you through the process and talk you through what I'm actually doing. Then obviously we're going to come to the already printed sheet, not the sheet printing, bloody hell. And then I'm going to show you how I put the clear film onto these and then onto the bottom. Okay, so let's take you over to the monitor and then let's do that. Okay, this is what we got. This is the rice and raisin label that I've created. Basically I've got my base picture, which is the dragon at the back, and of course you've got the text and picture and various other bits of information. And what I do is sort of like, it's done in layers, so we'll move stuff. So we'll move that out of the way, the raisins out of the way. This is done in Publisher. Okay, so basically I just drag pictures off the internet. I do an internet search, get pictures off. This is all text boxes. Okay, and this is A4 size, as you can see here. It's A4 portrait. Yeah. We put the picture in, and then we put the we start building the label. On this instance, this is the rice and raisin wine, so this is a rice field. Then we've got the raisins here. You can see it's partly see-through, and anybody that uses Publisher will know how to do that. So if we just sort of reset the picture, see it comes in quite small, we can enlarge that. And basically what we want to do is we want to put it on top of the rice as such. Then we want to set transparency, and we'll do it like that. Okay, and that's simple as that. It's not rocket science. I don't spend excuse me, I don't spend hours and hours putting these together. I basically use the same template for all of them. We just change the picture on the wines anyway, and we just put these together. We put in information down here, as you can see. You know, I couldn't exactly get a proper gravity for the rice and raisin wine due to the nature of its recipe, so it's come out about 13%-ish. I'll put that on the bottle as well. The year that I've done it in, and the size of the bottle, and that is basically all that happens to that. And what I do then is that gets saved. What I'll do is I'll save, so click on here, save as, and this lot will come out, and here what it says, the Publisher file. I save the Publisher file in case I want to change it at some point, but I also then sort of save it into a JPEG. Yeah, save that, and then I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. And then, you know, you save it as a picture, and then of course you've got to go in, and I use there are various programs you can use for cropping. Basically what you want to do is you want to crop all this white stuff off your picture, so you're just left with the label itself, which, let's have a look, go here, and the labels are in here, the ones that I have cropped, and there's the rice and raisin, and job done. See, there it is. Now I use Picasa, but you can use whatever program you have available. You basically go in, edit in Picasa, get rid of that now, this will come out, and here's your crop tool, so click on that, and of course you can just sort of crop it down to whatever you want. We're not going to do that because it's already done, so we're going to get rid of that. And what I do next, is let's have a look in here. So I've got the beer bottle template, wine label, print template, that's what we want. I save these because it just makes it easier as I go on and doing more and more and more. And there we have the template, and that was the tea wine. It's important, not terribly important, but if you're using a guillotine to cut your paper, it's important to keep these all sort of level, here, here, here and here, and down here of course. Try and keep them all level, same. Basically all I'll do now is sort of like, that's done, I know that prints out well, so I'll just insert picture and file, homebrew, labels, and just go down to the, we'll go to the rice and raisin because that's the one we've been doing. It'll come out, it'll be quite big, okay, but that's your crop picture. Basically I just resize it, stick it on over there, and just use the label before it as a template. Let's get a closer look. See, and then it just sort of cover the old label. And that's it, and that's what's going to get printed out. And we'll do that with the 4 others. Then you print them out, and that's it. You know, it's not difficult. I'm sure you've all made your own labels before. That's just how I go about doing mine. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to take these labels here. I'm going to put the clear film over them, cut them out and put them on bottles. So let's get this out of the way for a second. Now this stuff is easy to use. I mean, you must have all used it at school at some point. What we've got is just a roll that's sticky one side. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to measure how much of this we're going to need and then cut it out. So we're going to go from here. Okay, so I'm going to cut that bit there. I always do a little bit extra because it allows for any kind of mistakes. It goes to that. need some sharper scissors. Right, and there, and there. Okay. Put this out of the way. Take our labels. And all we need to do is peel this back. Not all of it. I'm going to take the whole lot off first. You just want to get like a little lip like that. Basically, you want to, I'll get my head in the way. Just cover the top there. And try not to do that. Shit. Okay, we're going to cover. Like so. Okay, then I turn it round and I just sort of press and push gently. So you put your fingers just underneath the middle there. Just as you like move your fingers apart, just push slightly and it moves. The film along as well. It doesn't always go smoothly. Sometimes you end up with like air bubbles and labels, or it goes a bit awry. But you know, practice. And that's it. Well, it sort of bends over for whatever reason. And okay, and that's that. Then what I do is I take the guillotine and line them up and trim. You can do this with the scissors as well if you like. But as you can see with this one, I've not sort of matched it up. And this is what I was saying to you before, when using the guillotine, it's really sort of quite important to match up. I seem to have moved this one over slightly for, I don't know, it just seems to have happened. So what we're going to do, we're just going to trim that. That one. That one. Okay, that's what you're left with when you're done. Label done. So we'll just finish these ones off. Now you can always go back and tidy these up with the scissors. I've lost my little guard that goes on here, so I can't really sort of line up. It's all done by sight. But if you're really bothered about those white things, you can always just trim a little bit extra off, or just go around it with the scissors. Okay, so that's that bit done. And all we need to do is we're going to take one of our bottles. This is the rice and raisin wine. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. Right, lay the bottle down. Okay. Peel the sticker off. And I look at the bump of the bottle here, and then I try and get the label here. So I go try and get it as straight as possible. It's down, down, and just stick it over. That's it. And there we go. Done. Okay, that's it. That's how I get that done. It's really simple. You've probably got similar processes yourself. The only thing that I probably do differently is I put the sticky back plastic on it, and that's what gives it its laminated feel and effect. And it also helps, you know, your label last that little bit longer. They do deteriorate over time. They're not completely waterproof. Water will seep in around the sides, you know, and it does sort of give it a sort of like a watermark all around the edge. But the main part of the label will survive for a very, very long time, probably longer than the contents will. So that's how I do that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.